So this is this is how a mandatory field looks. So what does mandatory field mean? Anyone? What is mandatory field?
We have to enter
So
the detail.
under record, there must be the field called customer ID. There must be field called customer ID as per the XSD. So it is nothing but XSD is nothing but XSD gives instructions to the system, okay, how an XML should look like. It is just a validation, okay, for validating an XML. This is the base. This is the rule set. This is the rule set. So that's why in system we give XSDs. Based on that XSD, it will validate the XML. Okay, if we send some XML, so what the system does? Okay, it will validate against the XSD it has. Okay, so XSD is used as validation for validation purposes. Okay, so now, so you got it, the difference between optional field and mandatory field, right? This is we call what is this? We call it as cardinality. What is that? Cardinality. So what are the multiple cardinalities we have? We have 0 to 1. We have 0 to 1 cardinality. 0 to 1 means it is optional field, right? Optional field or node, we can say anything. 1 to 1, it is mandatory. One more is 0 to unbounded. This is also optional, right? Minimum time, minimum 0. Minimum 0 means it is optional. That's it. So similarly, we have one more, 1 to unbounded. Mandatory. Okay. 1 to unbounded means minimum 1 time, maximum any number of times. Minimum 1 time it should be there, maximum any number of times. Got it? These are the different cardinalities. Okay, so we need to know about the XSD. Again, I am saying you don't need to write or create this XSD file, guys. Okay, you just need to know how does an XSD looks like, what it contains, what it says. That's it. You don't need to write manually an XSD file. Okay, there are some cases where you may have XML file but you don't have XSD. You may have XML file but you do not have XSD. So in that case, if you want an XSD, so you can generate that XSD using some free tools on Google. Free tools on Google. So this would be helpful, guys. Okay. So go to XML to XSD converter. So you have an XML file. So simply based on the XML file, we are generating the rule set or we are generating the schema definition. Okay, we are generating the schema definition. So there is something provided by Liquid Technologies. You can go there. You can go there. So these are all whatever I am telling, right? XML, XSD, WSDL. These will help in the course, guys. In coming classes, we need to know what is XSD. Based on XSD, we need to perform some operations. Okay, for that you need to know XSD. That's why I'm giving the introduction. So here, see, free online XML to XSD converter. You just give XML data here. You just give XML data here. So I will give the XML data as this. So this is the XML data I will give. Okay. So while giving XML data, you need to give valid XML, guys. If you give invalid XML, it will throw an error. So here there are some options. Okay. So see here, occurrence options and interference options and all. Usually you will get to know what is this and all next, but as of now I am putting relaxed. Okay. So I am not a robot. Generate schema. See, I got schema generated. I got schema generated. In this way, you can generate the XSD from an XML file. After generating, you just need to validate. Okay. So I have the items root node, items sub node. Okay, right, like items. So as a developer, you may know about the XML most of the times. How an XML should be. So it contains item. Okay, item must be 0 to unbounded. Do I have 0 to unbounded here? Okay, 0 to unbounded. Delivery number is a mandatory field. Do you have mandatory here? No, it is not mandatory. Okay, edit it and delete this one and make it mandatory. So this kind of simple modifications you may need to do once you have the XSD file generated. Okay. So you never need to write XSD on your own, WSDL on your own. Okay. So, but you need to understand if there are small modifications to be done, you need to understand how the XML is, what it contains, how the XSD is, what it contains and all. Okay. Clear, right? Clear, guys? Clear or not clear? If you have any doubts.
It's clear.
It's clear, right? Okay. So now, let's go to today. What we do? So see, content modifier. We have discussed a few options of content modifier. Let's go on converter. See, converter. CSV to XML converter, XML to CSV converter. Okay. All these things are there. So this converter option helps to convert from one format to other format. You know now what is CSV? What is CSV? What is CSV, guys? What does mean by CSV format or CSV file?
Every field is separated by a comma.
Oh, what? Sorry, every
field is separated by comma.
Yeah. So data is represented in comma separated format. So we discussed this, right? How a comma separated file looks like. We discussed, right? So CSV, see like this. Usually CSV files by default open in Excel file. Okay. You can also open in Notepad++. So it looks like this. So it is very basic as a middleware person. It is middleware application. It is very basic need to be able to convert from one format to other format. Okay. Why? Because from the initial class we are saying we are a broker. Okay. We are a broker, integration broker. Okay. So we will be the middle person between two applications running on two different platforms. They will be sending data in their own formats. So this guy will send in CSV format. This guy will need it in XML format. This guy will send in JSON format. This guy will need in CSV format. Okay. So this is one of the requirements. Okay, we may come across where we may need to convert from one format to other format. Okay. So for that, SAP CPI has a inbuilt functionality of few different converters. So we need to know how we can make use of CSV to XML converter. So when we should use CSV to XML converter? Anyone? When should we use CSV to XML converter? When should we use CSV to XML converter? When we have incoming data is CSV format and I want to convert into an XML format, then I use CSV to XML. So here today I would like to show one technique. Okay, so the technique is simulation. So till today we discussed sending data from source, means from Postman we have sent, from SOAP UI we have sent. Okay, so can I test one particular block? So I just give input here and I want output here. Got it? Or I give input here, I want output here. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible through the simulation option available. Okay, so first of all, what is that simulation option and what is this converter? We'll see today in this class. So converter, CSV to XML converter. So here this is the name we can put, and in the processing you see it is asking XML schema. See, it is not asking XML file, XML schema. What do you mean by XML schema? XML schema means what? What is XML schema?
Structure of XML document.
What is XML schema?
XSD file.
XSD file. So this is a converter, CSV to XML converter. Okay, so this converter needs the schema file. Based on that schema, based on its definition, it will be able to convert the incoming CSV into XML. Okay, suppose we are getting orders CSV file example. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the orders XSD and this is the XML. Where is CSV here? Order CSV, I haven't. Otherwise order CSV, I have it here now. Yeah, this is the CSV file. Now I give this CSV file as an input and I should receive XML in this format, correct? Sorry. Okay, so let's see how this happens. So here I need to get XML XSD file. So select and upload from file system. So orders, right? Orders XSD. Okay, I have uploaded. What is this? Next, path to target element in XSD. So now we need to understand. See here. Let me put it in Notepad++ only. You will be able to understand. Okay. So now now see guys. So this is the data. right? Represented in CSV file. What is this? This is the order ID. This is the customer ID. This is the employee ID. Like this, the data for multiple fields. Now, this is the XML. XML should look like. Okay. So orders is a root node. Orders is a root node. Under orders, multiple records. Under orders, multiple records. Each record must contain data like this. This is nothing but this data is nothing but this one. See this one, right? So this 10248 should go and sit here in the field of order ID. Next customer ID should come here. Next employee ID should come here. Next date should come here. Okay. So that means this is the record. This is the data of one record. This record should go under orders root node record. So this is nothing but this one is nothing but this, right? So that's what it is asking here. Path to target element in XSD. So in CSV file, each record, where should I write it? Path to target element means you should give the XPath. Orders / record. So every line in the incoming CSV file should go under record. Okay. So now what is record marker in CSV? So this I will come to later. Okay. We don't need to give anything now. So field separator. What is field separator? Comma. Okay, field separator. In CSV file, guys, usually it is called as comma separated, but the separator could be anything. The separator means this one, see, this one could be anything. Even it could be a pipe. So like this. Could be a pipe like this. Okay. So it could be anything. Usually all those things we call it as comma separated only. Okay. So in this case, comma separated, fine. So now that's it. I don't want to put anything else as of now. So now this is the configuration I have given. So let's give input to this block as this file, and we expect output here. So how should I give input here? So just click on this arrow. So there is the symbol. See, and click on this arrow. There is something called stop. So that means this is a simulation. I am starting here and I am ending here. So if you double click on this symbol, it will open up something like this. Here you can give the input. What is the input? This is the input. Okay. Just click on OK. So now I have given input. I am expecting output. So to get the output, click on run simulation. Here, see, run simulation. So what this button does is, between start and end, how many steps are there? It will execute all those steps. So this is one simple trick, okay, that will help us in real time while designing iFlow. So you can give at one step input, and after 5 steps, what is the output is coming? So is it coming in the expected format or not? Right? So now you see, this is the input we have given, this is the output we got. Just click on this message and go to the body. You see, we have got the XML generated. I got the XML generated. Okay. So guys, when you place something here, you get in this format, but here the XML is looking in beautified format, right? So how can we get this to beautified? Okay. How can we make this XML in proper order? So you have option under plugins. Go to plugins, XML tools, Pretty Print. If you click on Pretty Print, it will come like this. Okay. So, but if you download Notepad for the first time, you may not have these XML tools or JSON viewer options. So what you need to do to get those options, go to plugin admin, you search here XML tools, which is already installed on my system, so it is not showing. So you just need to check like this, whichever you need. Okay, after checking, click on install XML tools and JSON viewer. You just select like this and install. Once installed, Notepad will restart. Once it is restarted, you can see the options here. Okay, and now this is an XML, right? So go to language and select XML. It will color code it. See, this is the output we got. Okay, so this is how we do, right? We do the things in CPI. See, this is simply a block. I just need to know what options it has. How should I convert? How should I use each option? What is the purpose of each option? Okay. So now you wanted to know the documentation of this option. Suppose this is a product given by SAP, right? So when there is a product given by SAP or any company, there will be a manual. Even if you buy a bike, right, you get a manual. So here there will be a mirror, here there will be a start button, here there will be a light button, here the accelerator, you do like this, all those things will be there. Similarly, for every option here, there is a documentation given by SAP, okay, which contains the definition of each things. So how do you access that documentation? Suppose this is we are in CSV to XML converter. There is a question mark, see here. If you click on that question mark, if you click on this question mark, it will take you to help.sap.com. As I said, help.sap.com is the website where official documentation for SAP products will be available. Okay, see here directly configure CSV to XML converter. See, it will have option C. See, XML schema. Choose, select XML schema you want to use. Okay, path to target element. Export in the XML schema file where you want to place the content of CSV file. Record marker, field separator. Okay, first line header. So what is the meaning of each option? So likewise, see here, this is CSV to XML converter, XML to CSV converter, JSON to XML converter. Likewise, every palette option we have, we can available documentation from SAP here. Okay, this will help us to know much about the options. Okay, clear guys? Is it clear
Okay,
till
okay.
now? Okay.
Where that the path
Yes.
to
Somebody asking a question?
hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Praveen. Where that path to target element? Can you scroll up this processing tab of CSV to the path to target element in XSD orders / record, right? Where this was configured? This path.
So this is nothing but you have given an XML schema, right?
Yeah.
So what XML schema tells? So this is telling I want the CSV content to be converted into this XML format, right?
Correct.
Okay. So in this XSD, you have to fill that content. So now at which location of that XSD you want to fill the content of CSV? So if you see the XSD file, okay. So this is the actual data, right? I mean, actual data, I mean, these are the actual fields which hold data. Am I correct? So this data, if you see here, you see the match. So this is the order ID, right? This is the order ID. This order ID data should go into this field. Am I correct?
Yeah, correct.
Similarly, customer ID, this data should go in the field of customer ID, correct?
Yes, yes.
So
Praveen.
indirectly, this entire data of this particular record should go into these fields. Am I correct? Am I correct or not?
Okay.
Where are these fields? That you have to give it here. Okay. Those fields are under the root node orders the record. Okay. Under record. These fields are under record. Where is
Okay.
record?
Okay.
This record is under orders. Okay. So
Correct.
you need to give that path. That path. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Praveen, thank you.
Understood?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
understood, right?
Yes, Praveen. Clear.
So you just need to give the path where you want to populate the fields of incoming CSV into the XSD, XML. Okay. So that path you need to give it here. Okay. Okay, everyone. Just go through this. So you have any questions? Anyone? So we have even options here, even few more options we need to discuss. I'd like to stop here. Okay, tomorrow we'll continue. So I want you, while coming to tomorrow class, just go through this class for today's class, XSD, what is XSD and all. Okay. So we'll continue the converters in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Praveen.
Thank you, Praveen.
Anyone, any questions, guys? Any question, do not think it is bad. Okay. So any question you ask, I will try to explain one more time. Okay. No questions, nothing. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.